ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇವ್ ಪುರಿ ಸಹ ಇದು ರೌಂಡ್ ಪುರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದು.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಪುರಿ ಹಾಕಲ್ಲ, ಇದೇ ಪುರಿ ಕೇಳಿ.
ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ ನುವಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪುರಿ.
ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗೋ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ.
ರಿಯಲಿ?
ಯಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಸೊ ಇದು ಮಸಾಲೆ.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ
ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೋಕಲ್.
ವಾಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಸ್ವೀಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಇನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸರ್ಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ನೆಸ್. The spicy hit of the pani and the creaminess of that peas. I can feel the spice emerge from my throat and make its way up to my nose. Shimoga certainly likes its chaat a little spicy. Huh? Thank you for your time.
Welcome to Shimoga.
Thank you very much. So people told us that when you come to Shimoga, you have to try the Pani Puri at DVS Circle. You will recognize Prasanna from the Venkatesha Sweets video. So he's volunteered this evening to show me some of these street food sort of places as well. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ popular. ನೀವು ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ?
ಹೌದು ಸರ್, ಸಣ್ಣದರವಾಗಿಂದ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ.
ನಮ್ದು ಫುಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ, ಕೆ ಜಿ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಅಂತ.
ಓಕೆ.
ನಾವು 84ರಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್. DVS ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾನಿಪುರಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವಾಗಿಂದ DVS ಪಾನಿಪುರಿ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದು 12 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯಿತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೂ DVS ಪಾನಿಪುರಿ ಅಂತಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. 40 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಸೊ ಯಾಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರು?
ನಾವು ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೀತಿಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದಿನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಪದಾರ್ಥನ. ನಾವೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೀತಿಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ.
ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಮಸಾಲೆ ಪುರಿಗೆ?
ಪಾನಿಪುರಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ, ಮಸಾಲೆ ಪುರಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ, ಬೇಲ್ ಪುರಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೇವ್ ಪುರಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ.
ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗೋ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ.
Really?
Yes sir.
Fans of this place. Fantastic.
Wait for the weekend to come and eat.
Yeah.
2 ಮಸಾಲೆ 125. ಕೊಟ್ಟೆನಾ?
How long have you been coming here?
I don't live here, but this is my birthplace. I came yesterday and I'm here.
Lovely. What's your name? Sharat. I like that. Sharat is out of the country, but he has returned back to his hometown Shimoga. And the first thing he's done is to return to DVS Pani Puri to acclimatize his taste buds.
ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೇನಾರು ಹಾಕೋಬಿಟ್ಟ?
ಅದೇನು ಸರ್?
ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಚಟ್ನಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಮಸಾಲಾ ಪೌಡ್ರು, ಶೇಂಗಾ ಬೀಜ.
Well, I'm just looking at all this and wondering what we should start with. ಯಾವ್ದು ಏನು ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ನಾವು?
ಈಗ ಯಾವುದು ಒಂದು ಸೇವ್ ಪುರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ.
ಸೇವ್ ಪುರಿಯಾ?
ಸೇವ್ ಪುರಿ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
ಓಕೆ, ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡೋಣ.
ಇದು ಸೇವ್ ಫೇಮಸ್.
ನೀವು ಮಾಡೋದಾ?
ತರೋದು ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವೇ ಮಾಡೋದು.
ನೀವೇ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಓಕೆ.
ಶೇಂಗಾ ಬೀಜವನ್ನು ತಂದು ಕರಿತೀವಿ.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇವ್ ಪುರಿ ಸಹ ಇದು ರೌಂಡ್ ಪುರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದು.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಪುರಿ ಹಾಕಲ್ಲ, ಇದೇ ಪುರಿ ಕೇಳಿ.
Wonderful. So I think every place has its own nuance of the puri. So out here it's not the gatti puri, but it's the round puri. Fantastic. Some lime. So ಇದು ಮಸಾಲೆ. So what I find here is ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಇದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ
ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೋಕಲ್. ಮಸಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂಚೂರು ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟಿಂಚ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ವೀಟಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಒತ್ತಡ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ, ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಖಾರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
Some of that save puri here, which is with the puri. What's interesting here is andre jaasti sweetness illa.
Sweetness illa.
In fact, you have to search for the sweetness. So basically, this is your typical puri that goes into the pani puri, and it's burdened with all sorts of things. There's some onions, some tomatoes, plenty of peas that go into it, along with a bit of masala also. Of course, that puri is now disintegrating because it has spent a few moments more there.
Masala is rich in spices, sir. Chakke, all garam masala items we can see.
That's right. I think once you get past the crunch of the peanuts, a bit of the onions, a bit of the tomatoes, then you can decipher the attack of the aromatic spices. Do they also use a lot of pepper in this? Which is what I'm getting on my throat. You know, there nimge.
Oh, illa.
Illa, kali aaytu. Oh, we finished the 4 already. So this is an interesting sev puri. I must be honest and say this is not a sev puri that I've typically tasted.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಸಾಲೆ ಪೂರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರಶ್ಡ್ ಪೂರಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೇವ್ ಪೂರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಡೀ ಪೂರಿಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಮಸಾಲೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೇವ್ ಟಾಪಿಂಗ್.
That sev is quite bala delicate ಇದೆ.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ.
ಇದು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತೆ.
ಇವರೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
I guess every place has its own nuance, every place has its own style of doing the chaat, and that's what you need to explore. There's no point in coming here and saying, okay, fine, I want a sev puri that tastes like the one you get in Bengaluru or a Bombay, because you're not in those places. You're in Shimoga, and so you will taste what the locals here love. So what I find here is that at least from the first plate, at least sweetness is just importance.
Sweet ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕೇಳಿ ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು.
So I think out here it's more about that very aromatic masala that he puts into the puri, and then also the other ingredients like the peas agli, onions agli, tomato agli. That masala is quite flavorful, and the punch of the pepper that goes into that. I think let's taste our next plate of chaat here. Next masala puri taste madbeka. Masala puri try madana. So he crushes the puri. Plenty of peas that go in. And the masala too. ಇದು ನಿಮ್ದು ಚಟ್ನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಕೆಲವರು ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೇಕು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಖಾರ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
ಖಾರ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ,
ಆದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಖಾರ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ. ಎರಡು
ಸೇವ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಸೇವ್ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ.
So this is your favorite here?
Yeah, masala puri.
But when you come here, you don't ask for all that?
ಶೇವ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
ಲೆಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ?
ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದು ಹೆವಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ.
So what I find here between the masala puri and also the sev puri, the components are more or less the same.
ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಸಾಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಾಯಿಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬೇರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಶೇವ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಂದಂಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
The masala hits you. There's also a bit of lime that I'm tasting somewhere.
ನನಗೂ ಈಗ ಬಂತು. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು ಹಿಂಡು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹಿಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
So I think the chaats, at least from the 2 plates that I've tasted here in Shimoga, are more about the textures of the various things that go in. Pea agli, atava onions agli, tomato agli. And then the main flavor comes from the masala. Not from the chutneys too much.
Correct.
Is that the way people like the chaat here in Shimoga?
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾರ್ದು ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಗಡೆ. ಇದೊಂಥರ ಅಂತ ಟೂರಿಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯುನೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅದೇ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಈ ಮಸಾಲೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂಥರ ಅರ್ಧನ್ ಫ್ಲೇವರ್, ರೆಡಿಮೇಡ್ ಸಾಸಸ್ ಹಾಕೋದು ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ.
And also this is more very home style in its preparation. No? Here of course there's plenty more of the puri that you're tasting, because there's plenty of the puri that he crushes before the other ingredients go on. Somewhere now that my palate has become accustomed to the fact that I'm not going to taste too much sweetness in this masala, but somewhere I think I'm now beginning to register even the minor notes of sweetness that perhaps come a bit from the tomato or something else. It is very earthy, like you said, you use the word called earthy. I think that is what it is. It's a very
ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೈಸ್ ಬರ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆದಂಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂಥರ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
I think more than looking for that khatta meeta sort of a kick that you look for when you are tasting chaat, you're typically looking for spice, you're looking for the heat, you're looking for the sweetness, you're looking for the sourness. I think the plates of chaat that I've tasted, at least up until now, are the sort that fit more into the comfort food.
Comfort.
I just met a gentleman who's from Shimoga but lives in the US. He returned only yesterday, but the first thing that he's done is made a pit stop here at DVS Pani Puri. I think it's that comforting sort of character of that chaat here that is what endears to most people around here. You're not really tasting too much of that hit of that sour, sweet, spicy, etc. that you typically would associate with chaat. Out here, the chaats are very comforting and very warming in the flavor of the aromatic spices and also the pepper that hits you on the throat. And the save is a part of every chaat. In small measures or large. I love that nutty crunch of that peanut that I'm tasting in there. I think this is a chaat that's very rustic in the manner in which it comes together and also in terms of the components. ನಿಮ್ದು ನಾನು ಬರೀ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅದು ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಚಟ್ನಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೂನಲ್ಲಿ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? I wanted to taste just that sweet chutney. Sweetness ಭಾಳ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರೈನ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ.
ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಹುಣಸೆ ಹಣ್ಣು ಬೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ ಕುದಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಉತ್ತುತ್ತೆ ಖರ್ಜೂರ
ಡೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅದೇ
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಟೇಸ್ಟು ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಥಿಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಬರೋದು.
I think people in Shimoga like their chaat to have a little more warmth, a little more spice. They don't like things very sweet. So even the sweet chutney that I'm tasting here, it has of course the tamarind and the sourness, but then there is the dates and the character of date. There, I'm sure sulpa jaggery hogtade alla bella. There is some jaggery too that goes into it, but dates bring with it a sweetness that is earthy, and I think that's what's interesting here. Very nice, very interesting. I can also bite into some of the fibers of the dates. Next,
ಈಗ ಲೈಟಾಗಿ ಪಾನಿಪುರಿ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿ.
Pani Puri ಈಗ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Shanai, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕೊಡು ಪಟ್ಟ.
ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಮಸಾಲೆ, ಒಂದು ಶೇವ್ ಮತ್ತೆ
ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇವ್ರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಆಯಿತು, ಹಾಕ್ಲಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಾಕು. ಪಾನಿಪುರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲೇಟಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಅದೇ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ಹಾಂ, ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆ 2 ಶೇವ್ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕೊಡು ನಿಶು, ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕೊಡು ಪಟ್ಟ.
ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಮಸಾಲೆ, ಒಂದು ಶೇವ್ ಮತ್ತೆ
There's an empty slot, so I thought we'll line up for a pani puri now if Mr. Narayan will give us some. I think the save is a standard complement to everything that you taste here, huh? Actually, the save with the onion makes for a nice combination. The spicy hit of the pani and the creaminess of that peas. I can feel the spice emerge from my throat and make its way up to my nose. Shimoga certainly likes its chaat a little spicy. Huh? I got a puri with a little more of the sweet chutney and of course also loads of the pani. I think we should move from here. Mr. Narayan will not stop. Huh? Thank you very much, sir. Are you from Shimoga?
Yeah.
Have I come to the right place?
Yes.
Yeah.
ಪಾರ್ಸಲ್ ಇದೆ.
Prasanna told me the way to balance out the heat is the onion and the save. The onion also makes for a natural palate cleanser. So its pungency and also its moistness helps wipe away some of that spicy overtone of the Shimoga chaats. Having said that, I've enjoyed all of them. I think my favorite was probably the Pani Puri followed by the masala puri, and then the sev puri. Pani puri certainly has that spicy kick that we all expect to find. Very nice. New Yaru? Maga, okay. Introduce him. What's your name?
Mithun.
Mithun. Very nice. Nice to see you supporting your father.
Our hotel management.
Oh, wonderful. Hotel management. Very nice. Very good. Nice to meet you. Itarave. Continue the tradition. Huh? There's a 40-year-old legacy that you're taking forward. Fantastic. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Namaskara. If you'd like to support the work that we do at Food Lovers TV, do consider joining our membership community on YouTube by hitting the join button below or on the home page. You could pledge a nominal sum and receive special privileges like behind the scenes footage, shoot updates, access to live Q&As and a lot more. You could support us on our Patreon page as well. For more info, check out the links in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and leave a comment below. Happy eating!